Good morning, everyone. So, in the last class, we have covered linear independence. Today, we are going to talk about linear span. Okay, so first, let's introduce linear combination. So, let us consider V is a vector space and V1, V2, Vr. So, there are vectors in V. We say that any vector W which belongs to V is a linear combination of V1, V2, Vr if W can be expressed as K1 V1 plus K2 V2 and so on. Okay, again recall that here this addition means vector addition and K1 V1 means K1 dot V1 and so on. So first simple example, if we consider the standard R2 with usual addition scalar multiplication, then I can always write 3 4 as 310 plus 401, which means 3 4 has been expressed as a linear combination of 10 and 01. So 10 is V1, 01 is V2, 3 is K1 and 4 is K2. Similarly, I can write 3 4 as 2 times 1 1 plus 1 2, which again means that also I can write in many more ways, which means that 3 4 is a linear combination of 1 1 and 1 2. Now recall that R2 for these given operations is a vector space. What do you think? Is 110 a linear combination of 2 3 and 1 4? The answer is yes. So if I consider this is V1, this is V2, if I consider K1 is equal to 1 and K2 is also 1, then you can easily verify that 110 can be expressed as 1 dot 2 3 plus 1 dot 1 4. But the question is, how do I find K1 and K2? And to find K1 K2 I have to go by definition, which means that what should I do? I consider 110 and write it as a linear combination of okay, if I get the values of A and B, it means it can be expressed. If not, then cannot be. So you have to go back to the previous slide to see that how this operation works. I am writing it down. So 2A minus 2A plus 2, 3A plus 3A minus 3 and plus A minus 2A plus 2, 4A plus 3A minus 3. Please do verify, and if you simplify it, it comes out to be 2 comma 6A minus 3 plus 2 minus B and 7B minus 3. If you further simplify it, then the equation becomes 110 is equal to 2 minus B and 6A plus 7B minus 3. It means that you are getting a system of equation, a non-homogeneous system of equation. If it is consistent, which means 110 can be expressed as a linear combination of 2, 3 and 1, 4. If it is not, then you can say no, it cannot be expressed as a linear combination. And if you solve it, then 2 minus b is equal to 1. That gives you b is equal to 1. If you substitute b is equal to 1 there, then you'll get a is equal to 1. So now let's define span of a set. So consider that S is a non-empty subset of a vector space V. then the span of S is the set of all possible linear combinations of the vectors in S. All possible linear combinations. So vectors in V are fixed. So to compute all possible linear combination, you need to consider all possible values of the scalars. So something like this. So span S can be written as summation AIBI, where all AI belongs to R. Again recall that if not specified, we are considering scalars to be real number, but they can be complex or any other set also. So in most of the text, I have considered scalars to be real numbers. So this is how the span S is defined. So if you consider the set S1001, then try to compute span S. So span S is A times 10 plus B times 01, where A, B are real numbers. That gives you A comma B. For all A comma B belongs to R, which means span S is equal to the set R square. Consider R cube and set S. Find span S. Again, if operations are not specified, which means we are talking of the usual addition and scalar multiplication. So span S is A times 100 plus B times 010. So this is a set where A, B belongs to R. This becomes A comma B comma 0, where A, B belongs to R. So you can see that 3 to 0 belongs to span S, because A is equal to 3, B is equal to 2, 0 remains 0. So this belongs to span S, but 2, 5, 1 does not belongs to span S. What do you think? The span S, is it a subspace of R cube? So span S was the form AB0, AB belongs to R. So of course yes, it is a subspace. Quickly verify the property. 0 vector belongs to it. Consider two vectors UV. So U is equal to A1 B1 0, V is equal to A2 B2 0. You add them. So U plus V looks like A1 plus B1, A2 plus B2 and 0, which again belongs to span S, and so on. So span S is a subspace of R cube. And this leads us to the next question, that consider any two vectors in the vector space V. What do you think? Is W, which is equal to span V1 V2, is a subspace of V? Yes, again it's easy to prove, because to prove it is a subspace, consider UV belongs to W. I am just showing one of the property. So U would look like A1 V1 plus A2 V2. V looks like B1 V1 plus B2 V2. U plus V, how does it looks like? A1 plus B1 V1 plus A2 plus B2 V2. Again, when we are writing plus, it means we are talking of the vector addition. Always think we are in a vector space. So now if you see U plus V is again a linear combination of V1 and V2, and therefore U plus V belongs to W. Similarly, you can prove KU belongs to W, and 0 vector can easily be, because 0 vector can be written as 0 V1 plus 0 V2, therefore 0 vector also belongs to W. All three properties are satisfied, and therefore we can say that span V1 V2 is a subspace of vector space V. Even instead of v1 v2, if I consider r vectors or any amount of the vectors v1 v2 vn, then span of v1 v2 vn also forms a subspace of vector space V, which means that span S is any non-empty subset of V, S is any non-empty subset of V, then span S always forms a subspace of V. Interesting. Span S is also the smallest subspace of V containing S. These kind of the exercises we have already done, how to prove smallest. So consider that. Please do try by yourself first and then you should look at the answer. So consider that T is also a subspace containing S. Now what I do? I should start with any U belongs to span S and I have to prove that U belongs to T. So U belongs to span S means U can be expressed as a linear combination of vectors of S. So summation AI Vi. Yes. Now each Vi belongs to S which is contained in T. So each Vi is contained in T and T is a subspace. So T is a subspace, it means the linear combination A1 V1, A2 V2, so each AI Vi belongs to T. And then again it's closed under addition, therefore the summation AI Vi also belongs to T, which means U belongs to T. So I started with U belong to span S and I reached to U belongs to T. Therefore, I can say that span S is contained in T or span S is the smallest subspace containing S. Next one. If S is a subspace, then span S is equal to S. How we are going to prove this one? Just think of it. How we are going to prove this one? So this one is straightforward. From 2. So we know that S is contained in span S because S is a subset of span S. And if S is a subspace, then we have proved that span S is the smallest subspace. Therefore, from 2 span S must be contained in S. From these two, span S is equal to S. Determine whether the following vectors v1, v2, v3 span vector space R cube. Which means that you need to prove that every vector that belongs to R cube can be expressed as a linear combination of v1, v2, v3. Here R cube, when we are talking of R cube, we are talking of usual addition and scalar multiplication. It means that if you consider any x, y, z belonging to R cube, then you need to prove that it can be expressed as a linear combination of v1, v2, v3. Yes? And then you have to solve the system of the equation. So let us assume that x, y, z can be written as a v1, which is 1, 2, 3, plus b v2 plus c v3. So that gives you a plus 2b minus 2c is equal to x, first equation. Then 2a plus 0b plus c is equal to y. And then the third equation is 3a is equal to z. If you write the augmented matrix, so 1, 2 minus 2x, 2, 0, 1, y, and 3, 0, 0, z. Yes? Now you need to transform into REF or RREF. I'm not going to the detail, but I want you to try by yourself. And the RREF looks like 100 z by 3, 0 1 minus 1 x minus z by 3, 0 0 1 y minus 2z by 3. If you add R2 and R3, it becomes RREF, but if you leave it here also, there is no problem. The only thing to observe here is that the rank of this matrix A is equal to rank of matrix AB, which means the system is consistent, which means that even this is equal to n, so it has a unique solution, which means that A, B, C will get some values, and therefore the system is consistent, and therefore every vector of R cube can be expressed as a linear combination of V1, V2, V3. Yes, we just have to follow the definition, try to understand the question, and you are done. Okay, let's see one more interesting question. So let P be a subspace of R cube spanned by set S, and Q be a subspace of R cube spanned by, so what is given is that P is equal to span S and Q is equal to span T. You need to find small p and small q such that P plus Q gives you 579. Again, usual addition, scalar multiplication are there. So you need to see how S looks like. So set S, it looks like all those x, y, z such that x plus y plus z is equal to 0. Just I can represent y is equal to a1, z is equal to a2, then x would become minus a1 minus a2. Or set S looks like minus a1 minus a2, a1 a2, where a1 a2 belongs to R. Yes, and you can see here that S itself is also a subspace, and therefore span S is equal to S, and therefore P is equal to S. P is equal to S is equal to span S. Similarly, T can be written as all those x, y, z such that x plus 2y minus z is equal to 0, 2x minus y plus z is equal to 0. So if you add these two equations, then the further simplification gives you 3x plus y is equal to 0, or you can write y is equal to minus 3x or minus 3a3, assuming x is equal to a3. Substituting the value of x and y in one of the equation, you will get a3 minus 6a3, first equation, minus z is equal to 0, that gives you z is equal to minus 5a3. Yes, now q is equal to span T, and T itself is a subspace, please do verify by yourself, is equal to T looks like a3 1 minus 3 minus 5, where a3 belongs to R, because x is equal to a3, so 1 is there, y is equal to minus 3a3, and z is equal to minus 5a3. Yes, now I need to find P and Q such that P plus Q is equal to 579. So P plus Q is equal to 579. Yes, now small p looks like, if I go back then small p looks like minus a1 minus a2, then a1 and a2, and q looks like a3 times 1 minus 5 and 3. So if I write it down, then minus a1 minus a2 plus a3, then a1 minus 3a3, then a2 minus 5a3 is equal to 579. This again gives you a system of equation. If you solve them, then you will get a1 is equal to minus 2, a2 is equal to minus 6, a3 is equal to minus 3. If you substitute the value of a1, a2, a3, then p is equal to 8 minus 2 minus 6, q is equal to minus 3, 9 and 15. You can verify that p plus q is equal to 579. Okay, little bit lengthy question. Try to understand, very interesting question, helps you to understand how the concept of spanness works. Okay, so we have talked about linear independence and span. Therefore, now we can move to the basis of a vector space. So that this is what we are going to discuss in the next class. Thank you again for watching the video.